IPMNation.com.
This is Slicko, host of Slicko's World. You're now rocking with Matt Connerton and IPM Nation on 100.1 The Planet FM, the local outbreak.
Theodorus, Boss Simpson t-shirts, Chico sticks. It started out in front of 712, that's my tenement. Back when my innocence levitated my visions over insolence. When I heard the message, I was into it. Melly Mel speaking what I see through the speakers like his eyes on me. Open the door in my brain, through my songs I remain. Never dorm in a game, be checked. He saw the same, but his vision was clearer. Like mine was peephole, his was two-way mirror. Panoramic, I couldn't really hear opportunity. Knocking like a bounty hunter, warrant for my disbelief. Gifted like the biggest gift on Christmas over beats. Kwanzaa with my Krylon, though my DJ is weak. It makes my other senses stronger, like my brain is unique. Gathering info from the veterans and pacing to me. A work of art, 16 Chapel, undo Kadi. The best, not on my Dougie, but I'm on my Dougie fresh.
Undo, make you move your feet. One time, 7 days a week. Got that heat that'll blaze the streets. So unique, it amazes me. Slicko, make you move your feet. One time, 7 days a week. Got that heat that'll blaze the streets. So unique, it amazes me.
I still remember the first time I spin in a track. Me, JD, and I stolen six-pack. 15 years old, I trashed his mom, he trashed mine too. It's what we used to do back in the day. It was old Raven. I used to be the one to be like, hey baby, lady, can I get your name number 2? All in the freestyle, fall turn the blue. Now the tattoo on me didn't call me Slicko either. I'm still a punk, rockin' chains and a white beater. Rhymes a little cleaner, but I can't spit off the top of the dome. Sometimes I wish I could go back home. Freestyles in the parking lot, another with straight bass. GL15's blown speakers all over the place. Street racing, Tim Chase, thought I'd marry Sarah Potwin. Now the Slicko on Ducati CD's dropping. Slicko, make you move your feet. One time, 7 days a week. We got the beat that'll blaze the streets. So unique, it amazes me. Undo, make you move your feet. One time, 7 days a week. We got the beat that'll blaze the streets. So unique, it amazes me.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's that time again, and doing something kind of unique for the first time ever. Kind of doing two shows at once. If you're listening live on Monday night on IPM Nation, it's Matt Connerton Unleashed. But we're also going to record this for this week's local outbreak, because my guest joining me via phone is Slicko, who has been, well, he's been on both programs many times. He is a New Hampshire-based artist, of course. So very appropriate for local outbreak, as well as Matt Connerton Unleashed. And Slicko, how are you?
Oh, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm pumped, man. I just got signed to the label, 9 Ways Entertainment.
Really? Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. So, in order to get on the label, I kind of had a bashing in. These guys don't fight. So with that, we had like a jump in, and these guys all dissed me. So let's put out this track.
So that's what a jump in is when you fight with
like
words.
In a gang, they would jump you and they would beat you up.
Oh.
So it's kind of like a rap jump in, because these guys aren't going to fight anybody. They're old and kind of scrawny and homeless and a girl. So it wouldn't be the first chick to beat up Slicko, I guess. But
yeah.
So yeah, they kind of did a diss track jump in, kind of jumped everything off with 9 Ways and me coming on as a new artist.
So these guys made a diss track about you?
Yes, correct. They made a diss track about me. I guess. I think it's about me. It would seem to be directed towards me from the intros. The lyrical content is a little questionable,
right?
But I don't know if you guys caught the special edition Slicko's World at 9. They actually broke down the entire song, though.
Okay.
So we did a lot of, we'd play and we'd pause and we'd explain. Unfortunately, we didn't record that because we're having super technical difficulties.
Oh.
Over at Slicko's World, but
yes.
We'll be good to go on New Year's. We're doing a show on New Year's.
Yes, which
New
will
Year's Eve.
We should clarify for everyone too. Slicko's World, of course, one of the most popular programs on IPM Nation, which you can typically hear Sunday nights on IPM Nation too. But you're going to be doing, as we discussed earlier, you're going to be doing a New Year's Eve show, and that will of course be heard on IPM Nation, and you can just go to slickos.org. I mean, not slickos.org, slicko.org. I'm thinking of Slicko's World, slicko.org.
Slicko's World. We're going to be at Slicko's World. We're taking a little bit of time off, so we're going to do some reruns or something. Maybe we'll play some old Slicko's World. Yeah, I'll send you some like classic old Slicko's World, and we'll play some of those for a little bit. And then in December, we're going to do 2 shows prior because unfortunately we lost the 18th episode with Ape. So we're probably going to do like 2 good promos. I don't have lockdown dates, but probably going to be the 2 weeks before New Year's, and then we're going to do that Saturday show New Year's Eve, which is going to be a live podcast. It's going to be free. Anybody can watch it. It's going to be on Facebook Live. It's going to be at slicko.org. It's also going to be at ipmnation.com. Questionable which live channel that'll be on, but we'll definitely be on the live channel. I don't know if that's true, actually. Is that possible?
Yes. You'll be on IPM Nation too that evening.
Okay.
Yes.
So the same spot where we normally on live IPM Nation 2.
Yes.
Kind of doing like a New Year's takeover. So we're gonna have a lot of good artists coming out, and so you'll be able to like get the chance to see them perform. Maybe like you're underage, you can't get into the shows, or you just can't get out, whatever the case may be. But we're gonna have some ciphers. It'll be a Slicko's World, but we're also gonna be doing live entertainment. I'm really trying to get a DJ here. So the Slicko studio is gonna be packed, and we're gonna be live all night. So we'll probably do that till like 1 in the morning. We'll watch the ball drop on the new 50-inch 4K that we picked up on Black Friday.
Oh.
And so that show's going to be intense. Your boy Mass is going to be headlining. I'm not going to tell you who the openers are yet. Sean Michelonis, where I'm signed to 9 Ways Entertainment now. We have to do things a little bit differently. I can't just go off the whim and just say, we're doing this and that.
Yes.
Without getting the contract signed and appropriate things in line. But yeah, before we get too into me getting signed out, we should play that track. So these people hear this who I'm with. Basically Sean came out to me and he was like, we really need to end this. It's getting a little ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I have these artists. We're not being able to promote shows. These lyrics are not really great, and we can't get studio time. So obviously we're just recording things on laptops, and we can't get someone to mix or master, or somebody who knows how to do a punch-in properly. So really our tracks, this is all Sean talking. All my tracks just suck. Everything we put out is garbage, basically, because we don't, have the proper equipment, like you and Lendy at New Wave Music do, and,
yes.
and we don't, have the capability to mix and master. So, with that being said, that's a big part of why he's actually signed Lendy as well as a producer engineer. And I'm coming on as a consultant, to kind of micromanage, Sean's whole entire life, actually.
Yes.
Sean is I'm going to have a little intervention with him. I think, he might be hanging out with a lot of people doing drugs. Mainly Tony Young. I did get confirmation from his ex-girlfriend who broke up with him because of his drug problem.
Oh.
Yeah, she was really just getting sick of him borrowing money or borrowing money without really telling anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Stealing, the mental abuse. that he would put her through, mainly because of me. You know, I'm sure a lot of the mental abuse that he put upon her. I'm not going to say her name, but everybody knows who she is. You know, a lot of that was probably my fault, but, you know, she was sick of him stealing money and borrowing money for, you know, Oxy 15s all the time. And I actually caught him in the midst of a drug deal or a drug purchase a couple weeks ago. And I felt there was a conversation that didn't necessarily need to be on Facebook. You know, I wanted to confront him about a couple of things. And, I think he was picking up drugs from a drug dealer in Rochester.
Oh, my.
He was very shook. He almost started crying. He really didn't know what to do.
That's very gangster, though, keeping it real.
And I felt that I was in a weird situation. And I saw the drug, you know, he's a known drug dealer. I saw him coming up, so I got, you know, I knew I had to get out of there before I get caught in a drug deal. I'm not even, you know what I mean? That would be great. All over IPM Nation news. We're going Tony D arrested for purchasing OxyContin.
By the way, what is Oxy 15? Is that stuff you use if you have acne, and it's like SPF 15, so you don't get sunburned?
Oh no, like 15 milligram, like OxyContin.
Oh, okay.
Percocet, Oxys, you know,
I'm sorry.
The synthetic dope.
I'm ignorant to these matters.
Pill form heroin.
Yes. So,
you know, and I don't know if Tony's been using the whole time. He did go to rehab a couple years ago, and you know, he recently was in the hospital. He was sick, and
I saw that on Facebook.
His arm,
yeah,
at the hospital. So I think, you know, after that he might have relapsed and started getting back into the pills, and you know, he's looking sick. And Sean Michelonis, being the anti-drug man that he is, or you know, pusher of the not using the drugs, I just find it so hard to believe that he's hanging out with, you know, known crack addicts such as Jamal, or you know, back page prostitutes, you know, like the female on the track.
Oh my goodness.
And Tony, I mean, you know, Tony's just buying drugs in Rochester in the streets in front of people in broad daylight. You know, he's lucky I wasn't Facebook Live to you know, have that evidence out there. You know, so Sean really, you know, came at me with last will and hope that, you know, I can kind of turn around his little rascals, if you would, that he's got. You know, it's like, you just get a group of people together on a computer, and they're like, oh, we can rap, but it's really a little bit harder than that. And so he's bringing me, you know, to kind of micromanage everything, but we're also bringing on Massacre, or your boy Mass.
Yes, we had him on Local Outbreak very recently.
Yeah, so he's actually going to do some, like, coaching, lyrical content, and how to write a real rap, teach them about flow and how to get them, you know, on beat, because 9 Ways Entertainment is the most up-and-coming label in New England right now.
Yes.
You know, and these artists are sloppy. So if we can make them great artists by consulting and coaching and teaching them actually how to do music, I feel that this is going to be bigger than Interscope Records.
Yes. And you know what? If it gets big enough, because I saw Tony DeYoung posting about his deal. He's got a deal with Interscope or with someone on the table, as he says. But if 9 Ways takes off, it won't even matter. You know, he and you and everyone else won't even need Interscope Records. Right,
exactly. I mean, we're the contract. You know, I haven't fully looked at it. You know, they faxed it over a little bit ago. I haven't quite, you know, did everything. But the contract looks healthy, we'll say. You know, I feel Tony's probably getting a little bit more, you know, out of Sean. But, I mean, just think about all the charity money he raises. You know, there's a lot of capital inside of 9 Ways Entertainment.
God bless the good work that they do, and Sean Michelonis in particular.
Yeah, I mean, Sean is, you know, every show Sean does is for a charity.
Yes.
You know, so he raises, you know, he gets $3-4 400 or 500 people at a show at $5 a whack, you do that math. What's that, $2,500?
Terrible at math, but I do predict great things for him in his political career.
And
it's already taken off.
That, he takes a good $20 and gives that to an organization. He doesn't have to give them $20.
No.
But he's the man that will do that, and take a $20 loss and pay a charity that money because he is a good man like that.
Yes.
And Sean, politically, I mean, don't even get me started. Like, he is going to do wonders once we can get him a couple more voters. 220 is really not making the cut.
Slicko, I'm just going to come right out and say it. He's this generation's JFK.
He really is. I mean, he is all over. He goes to shows and sets up DJ equipment. Did you know that, Matt?
I did know that because he mentioned that when he was on my show, that he actually goes and helps set up. That's the kind of man he is.
And not only does he work at Blimpies, is serving the proud men and women of our country.
Yes.
He also works at Buffalo Wild Wings.
He's a busy man.
Yeah.
He works hard.
And believe it or not, every single tax season, when he gets his taxes at the end of the year, he gives all of his money to his baby mother.
That's wonderful.
To raise
as
her
he
child.
should. As he should, yes.
And
he's a good man.
It might be mandatory or something for that to happen.
Sure.
A lot of his money is under the table.
The courts often will have something to say about that, yes.
So, he does what he needs to do as a man. And granted, who doesn't, drink a little bit of Jack Daniels and drive to Cumberland Farms at 9 o'clock on a Saturday? Who's not in Rochester driving around, not a little bit sauced up? I mean, just because you had 4 or 5 shots of Jack doesn't mean you can't drive a car by any means.
I think everyone's done that at one point or another. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but just the other night I was sitting here in Rochester. I was sitting here in Manchester rather, and I decided to have some ingest some Jack Daniels, if you will, and drive to Rochester and visit the Cumberland Farms there. So I can relate.
Oh, yeah. So this happens all the time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so nothing wrong with that.
No.
And he now did the other night. I did see Sean, and at this point he. The last I heard of Sean, he was putting videos of me on the internet, doing drugs, telling people that my son was in the background, and which is weird because I couldn't understand it because I was 19 in the video, but I was 28 when I had my son.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm confused how my son was there. But needless to say, I did inhale. I did inhale the ecstasy. Was doing some experimenting, in my college days, back when Team Happiness was more of a jackass kind of viral video kind of thing.
Yes.
But so I was still a little angry about the posts and confused, and Sean tried to fight me. He got in my face and he wanted to fight me, and I explained to him that I have a child. I'm not going to fight anybody.
Yeah.
Especially at Cumberland Farms with 19 cameras on us.
Right.
And I proceeded to tell him that my bodyguard would love to escort him anywhere he wanted to for a throwdown if that's what needed to happen to end this beef.
Yes.
And me and Sean were talking, and he called me a snitch because, as you guys know, I do wear a wire, as they call it, which is it's a microphone they tape underneath your clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And I go into drug dealers' houses, and I purchase heroin off them, and then the cops come in when I say abracadabra, and then because of this, they pay me money, and they give me drugs to do. But for some reason, they just won't give me my license back. I snitch like 2-3 times a week, and for some reason, they just will not give me my license back. They just keep giving me heroin.
I've said it a million times, Slicko. Stop snitching.
Whoa. I'm a big snitcher. it's part of my problem, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with Slicko's World, it's very Howard Stern, it's very real life. I like to, you know, tell everyone everything, you know, so I do have a problem with snitching, you know, and, but that's something I'm working on. You know? Something I'm working on. And this is where the intervention really comes in, because I was like, you know, Sean, why are you so hostile, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I've had you blocked on social media for weeks now. I didn't even know you existed. And here we're coming out with more anger and more hate. You know, we're not going to go out for drinks.
Yeah.
And kick it. You know, you
I don't think
he slandered me pretty bad. I did slander you as well, but I slandered you with the truth.
I don't think he quite understands the concept of voter outreach.
What was that, sir?
I don't think he quite understands the concept of voter outreach. He should want to befriend you and get your vote. Right.
Not, you know, piss me and all of my fans off.
Right.
So I think what he doesn't understand is that, well, he does now understand that the people on Tony D's page don't like him. They like me and they like Mass.
Mm-hmm.
They like to heat them up to make them look silly, to get them riled up and get them mad, because they you know, they make can I say the A word? I'm going to say it. They make asses out of themselves.
Yes, you can say the A word.
And so, you know, we're trying to gather together and really break this down. Who is more powerful, you know, in New England right now, between New Wave Music, Slicko's World, Nine Ways Entertainment, Sean Michelonis, Tony D. Young, and the real Slicko, myself? I mean, I'm 5 effing people, you know? I'm Joey Budden Jr., I'm Slicko, I'm Grandpa Slicko, I'm Frankie Redhot, for crying out loud. I'm Richard Harriman.
Now, are these...
I'm in Fight Club, you know what I mean?
Are these various characters that you portray on Slicko's World, or do you have a multiple personality disorder?
It's a little bit of mix of bipolar and multiple personality disorder.
As with every great artist, yes.
Yeah, with Nine Ways Entertainment, you have to be psychologically damaged in some sort or another. I was borderline. I almost didn't make it, honestly.
Yes.
We ran the test, and I you know, honestly, I started talking to Jack, Bill, and Sarah. Or 3 people I don't portray, but, you know, they're in my head. I talk to them all the time.
Yes.
Sarah tries to get me to kill myself a lot, but I don't.
Oh, my goodness.
But, you know, with the voices in my head, you know, I control them very well. And that's, you know, what got me in, you know, because I hear voices. I have multiple personality disorder. I'm a little bipolar. And now we're fighting together. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, like, when Tony's going bat crap crazy, you know, I'll be sane so I can talk him down. And then when I'm going crazy, hopefully Sean will talk me down. And then, you know, hopefully we're not all just making a bunch of asses on ourselves all the time, and we can just really work together as a team.
Yes.
You know, because teamwork is where it's at. We have more important problems out there, like the drug epidemic.
Yes.
And it starts with Tony D's drug dealer.
Well, we don't know that. This might be a good moment to just say Slicko's characterizations and such are his own and do not necessarily reflect those of IPM Nation or myself or local Outbreak or
planet.
Yes.
But yeah, those are solely mine and Joey's and Grandpa's. But those are my opinions. Yeah, I mean, this is just how it is. So it got to the point where, you know, are you going to jump me at a Cumberland Farms at 9 o'clock, drunk driving around on Jack? Well, there's 15-year-old girls, you know, Snapchatting and live Facebooking this, you know, on 9 cameras. The chick behind the counter, not even batting an eyelash. She's just getting people in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you see this in Rochester a lot. So it needed to end. So we ended that today. You know, I let them do this track. I really tried to help. I was like, you know, just let me help you write a little bit of it. and they really just wanted to be like, this is what we got. This is us. This is the best that we got. Help us be better than this, but we want to show you what we got. So let's play that track right now. Like people like it. Let's play the track.
All right. So we're gonna play this now. So this is a diss track about you, Slicko, and this features
me, correct.
And this features who is on this track.
Well, to be honest, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's Bucktooth Larry, the EBT King.
Okay.
Peter Griffin, a.k.a. Sean Michelonis.
Yes.
Tony Pay-Per-View. And the I mean, I don't know who this chick is, but she sounds like she's like a manly chick, though.
Yes. Okay.
Who's like not cool with males.
Right.
Feminist. We'll call her feminist Frankie with an I.
All right. So we're going to play this. If you're listening on Matt Connerton Unleashed, you'll hear the unedited version. And if you're listening on Local Outbreak, because Local Outbreak airs on 100.1 The Planet as well, you will hear an edited version. Had to take out some of the naughty words for FM radio. But here it is, the epic diss track.
Wait, the world premiere.
It is, yes, the world premiere.
The Slicko diss track. I don't even know if it has a name. We'll call it the Slicko diss track. The world premiere, 9 Ways Entertainment, live, 100.1 FM, The Planet.
All right. Here it is.
I'm the type you get in the gotta walk all up in Slicko's world. With my eye at a chick, then I'm all up in Slicko's girl. You a little ass liar, you ain't spitting fire. You a ratting ass wigger, run around weighing wires. Take your raps, put them back on the shelf. Any ball that you spit, I spit fire, make it melt. These cigarette boys so sick that I'm mad for their health, and I'm shit. Don't know you bring me some cotton now. Coming out your mouth, sideways, this and Sean Michelonis. Need to respond back, you're not even a worthy opponent. Take heed if you do, I dismantle all your components. Said Sean, say get him, just believe that I'm going in. Failure's not an option, so no matter what, we gon' win. Bitch, why you mad, cause 9 ways upon to take off. And I heard you love to catch it, now I ain't talking baseball. Heard you love to catch kids all over your face, dog. Eat your whole plate, leave nothing left for them to scrape off. If why you mad, cause 9 ways upon to take off. And I heard you love to catch it, now I ain't talking baseball. Heard you love to catch kids all over your face, dog.
But that you don't know me, yeah, they call me Sean Dix. And now I let the dogs out. Don't make me flip the on switch. Make the wrong move, I'll make the call, then they're going in. And we're about to take over. Consider this as a warning.
You know I really don't like you. You're such and a real can't stand your inaccurate, nonsensical shit. You need to find a wife who's polite. Slow down a little bit, get a life. Cause it's all you're really good for. You just can't handle the real life stress. I've been at the bottom, work my way to the top. Done my best to be real, but this just gotta stop. I won't put up a front, and I won't ever give up. You think this nautical nonsense will have me all shaken up? Crumbling to the ground, burning to a pile of dust. Meanwhile casting all aside, empty in my laden cup. Ha! Ha! You for real, man?
No, he's not for real. Slicko, you're nothing but a dry snitch. You can't even step up to the plate. You can't even rap on beat. You can't even rap at all. Clack, clack.
Mark Anthony B-Pain, let me explain what happens when Tony goes insane, cause I'm a rapping problem. Send you straight to the bottom, my syllables will kill ya. Tony DeYoung, better get familiar. Slicko stop snatching beats and your girls are little freaks. Block me on Facebook like a plus I heard you was a snitch. A little birdie told me you was two-time in your dame. I'm not here to entertain, but I'll make you fear me, man. You ain't doing Sean, cause 9 ways is blowing. Use me for free promotion, so that shit is stolen. Yeah, y'all mentioned Gianna, but I spilled that like water. Does it look like I be playing? I came here to be slain. And Tristan, yo, you better shut that suck, cause I start fishing, yo, I'll diss your mom. I'll diss your boyfriend at the prom. You don't wanna me, dude? A whole new level of rude. Y'all better switch that move, cause you ain't seen my attitude.
Yeah. Stay in your farm lane. This is the movement. Disrespect it, you get checked quick.
Well.
World premiere. So that's my crew. That's my homies.
Yeah.
Highway Entertainment. I'm happy to be signed with you know.
They really, they really took it to you with that.
Oh yeah. I've been hooping hard today. Let me tell you, my butt is sore.
But they're your boys. They're your boys now.
What was that?
They're your boys now, though.
But yeah, we're homies, man. Me and Tony are tight. We're gonna be hitting the studio next month. You'll be hearing the first Tony single. It's probably gonna be the first single on my album featuring Tony D.
Wow.
9 Waves official.
Yeah.
And you know, we worked the contracts. We did everything we could to just make sure everything was going to work. And I think the hate is done. You know, I think everything is going to be cool. You know, Sean did lie. You know, it did take him a little while to pay a charity off. But,
well,
people forget.
He's a politician.
I mean, just the other day, man, you know, we did this benefit show. Well, it wasn't the other day. It came off my time hop the other day. We did a benefit show last year for Thanksgiving, and we got all these canned food and stuff. I totally spaced it, bro. Next thing you know, I'm like, why do we have so many raviolis in here? And I was like, oh, dude, I got to bring all this to the shelter. Totally forgot to bring it. It was April before I realized.
Oh, wow.
You know, people forget to bring things to the charity. It's not a big deal, you know?
Yes.
I'm sure you got some clothes. A bag full of clothes is sitting in your closet right now, Matt, that you meant to bring to the Salvation Army, but you didn't.
You know, I think something we can all relate to is with the amount of charity work that some of us do. Like, and Sean certainly could probably relate to this more than anyone. When you do so much for so many, something's going to slip your mind occasionally.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's you know, things happen.
Yes.
You know, I was a little disgruntled that it was, you know, $20 that I happened to donate on my son's piggy bank, so he, you know, can start learning how to, you know, where to disperse his money.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's you just start him off young, you know, believe in charity, believe in helping others. So, you know, it kind of sucks that he forgot. But, you know, he did send that $20, and, you know, I'm excited, you know. At least, you know, I know that his rent got paid, and that, you know, $20 did get donated in my son's name. So that's what matters.
Yes.
You know, that's what matters.
You know, I read a story once in Rolling Stone about when Bob Geldof put on Live Aid back in the 80s to help the good people in Africa. It took him a decade before he remembered to actually send the check.
Wow. 10 years it took him.
I read that in Rolling Stone. Yep.
Totally spaced it, you know?
Mm-hmm. He just forgot. Forgot.
Especially when you're at the club, turning up.
Mm-hmm.
You're at Woodbees, serving subs to our nation's greatest.
Yes.
You know, you're on the Mexican station at Buffalo Wild Wings. I mean, the list goes on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're promoting, you're rapping now.
Yes.
I mean, Sean McComas is now a rapper.
Yeah, I heard him. I mean, he only had a couple of lines on that track. That incredible artistic achievement that we just heard a few moments ago. And I notice he does have a very unique style. You know, with the mumbling and sort of not really saying anything in time with the music. It's interesting. It's very interesting. I think if the political career doesn't work out for him,
it almost sounded like he recorded his lines like one at a time, I think, which is like a total new wave of new wave music. There you go.
Yes.
It's a total new way of doing music. One line at a time. Make sure you get that line out perfect. You know, I like his recording style personally.
He's an innovator, clearly.
Innovator. He's changing the game.
Yes. He should go.
And, you know, I'm so disappointed that he didn't, you know, get that position in office. You know, I really thought he had it. I figured, you know, the more, I mean, just think about how much publicity I gave this man, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Between, you know, IPM Nation and Slicko's World, and, you know, if you go on the internet, I have given him every single interview he has.
That's true.
So who's the Sean hater here, really? You know, I have been going out of my way to make sure that people know about Sean Michelonis.
Yes, it's as though you're his publicist.
You know, I'm here for the team, and I'm glad that we can work out our differences.
Mm-hmm.
You know, who cares if you occasionally go to the adult, video store?
I don't judge.
Rooms in the back.
Yeah.
You know, who cares?
Right.
None of my business.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's just people just hate, and, I realized that just the hating was getting nowhere. So we all work together, and I would like to see 9 Ways Entertainment. Some of the artists come to the show, maybe on New Year's. I would like to see some of them there.
Well, it only makes sense.
And it's going to be a big show. I think it's really going to set off, the season finale of Slicko's World, because we were number 1. We were number 3 and number 2 for a while, but then we did, fell off. But we spiked up. I want to say for 4 to 6 weeks we were running number 1 position.
Oh yeah.
And running solid, So I think that we're going to be able to have a good push next year. I wasn't sure, I told people, if we didn't have a good average this year in ratings, that it's probably going to cut it off. But no, I think we did good with season 3. We had a lot of good guests. We had Sean Michelonis. We had Slippery MC from Australia. Great rapper out there who's kind of blowing up. He's getting ready to shoot an awesome music video right now. He's affiliated with Team Happiness. I do most of his U.S. booking and management as well. We had Joey B from Mass on the show. We had Massacre, a.k.a. Boy Mass, several times. We even hired and fired 10 co-hosts. I mean, the list goes on.
Yes.
And we only got through it a couple times this year, so I think it was a very successful, season of Slicko's World. And normally you come on here, you got a rap show, or you got a rock show, or a country show, or whatever. I have a show every single Sunday. It's on IPM Nation. I think we might be changing the Saturdays though. I think we might have to change the show to Saturday. Depending. I'm not totally sure yet, but I do this show. I don't care what you want to promote, just hit me up, and there's a good chance you can come on the show. Politics to rap and medical marijuana and everything in between, basically.
Yes.
So I'm very excited about everything that's happening. For me musically.
Yeah. Baby, I just want to slow dance right now. Yeah. You don't even know me, I don't even know you, but the things that I will do to you. Yeah, I'm a little man, yeah, I got no muscle, yeah, I got no job, but baby, I hustle. You don't even know me, I don't even know you, but the things that I will do for you. Yeah, I'm a little man, yeah, I got no muscle, yeah, I got no job, but baby, I hustle. The first time I saw you, yeah, I froze. It was your lips, your eyes, and your nose. You were working at the smiley place with your smiley face, your hips and your waist, come on. And I knew it wouldn't be easy. Till my boys met you, they didn't believe me. And I couldn't walk up spitting game. Now to this girl, no, it wouldn't be the same. I wish my lips and her lips would touch a little bit like this, and we would just kiss. And I ain't all up on the sex ish, unless she's all up on that sex ish. Yo baby, it's up to you. What you wanna do, just freak for a night or two? Or do you wanna date me, be my lady, and maybe one day have my baby? I'm just saying. You don't even know me, I don't even know you, but the things that I will do to you. Yeah, I'm a little man, yeah, I got no muscle, yeah, I got no job, but baby, I hustle. You don't even know me, I don't even know you, but the things that I will do for you. Yeah, I'm a little man, yeah, I got no muscle, yeah, I got no job, but baby, I hustle. Second verse worse than the first, because I gotta let you know how I roll my life. Eat this shit and some hoes. Occasionally smoke and sell a little tree, but you never catch me smoking up an OP, no way. baby, I ain't no junkie. Give me one Percocet and I start feeling funky. But see me sniffing up some coke or doing some speed, self-medicating my ADD. Please, baby, you know me, oh that's right, you don't. Well, I'm here to let everybody know I'm a rapper with an ego bigger than the 603. Living like John Cena, you can't see me, I'm unstoppable. I'ma rise to the top while every MC waits for a CD to drop. In one day, you know I'll be famous. Paparazzi chilling in my anus. And you can come with me, see every CD for free. All you gotta do is just kiss me. But then again, I may never see you again, so we can be friends, but I'll love you to the end. You don't even know me, I don't even know you. What the things that I will do to you. Yeah, I'm a little man, yeah, I got no muscle. Yeah, I got no job, but baby, I hustle. You don't even know me, I don't even know you. What the things that I will do for you. Yeah, I'm a little man, yeah, I got no muscle. Yeah, I got no job, but baby, I hustle.
The new album to be released in 2017 on Nine Ways Entertainment label is a whole new level of music. Different, you know, I'm starting to finally conform into this kind of new style for the new styles that are out there. And I think my album to come out next year is really going to be, it's going to be mind-blowing. It's going to be a lot different than everything I've released before. I haven't really released an album since 2010.
Yeah.
Maybe 2011.
Well, you've been busy with the show, Slicko's World and whatnot, but
yeah, I mean, I'm heavy with it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have probably 40 tracks that I've done since then. I've probably done 100 tracks since then, but like 40 that might get used.
Mm-hmm.
I more like just write music now. I write bars. I don't necessarily write songs. So, you know, I just I have stacks and stacks and stacks of bars in my head. I don't write music either.
Yeah.
I don't write music down. I just keep going over it in my head until I learn it and I know it, and that's how I know it's solid. So I kind of have a different way of learning and recording and doing my music. But I'm hopefully going to get this guy from Sunny Rude, which is a band out in San Diego, to sing a hook on the album for Late to Work, which I think I'll be played on Local Outbreak before.
Yeah, yeah.
I think back in last year, I think we played that one.
Yes.
Great track, Late to Work. So I think he's going to get on that. I think Slippery MC is going to get on that as well. Maybe King Mag and M-Dot. I don't know, depending on budget. With the new contracts, I might get a couple tracks of them, maybe 8. But I'm psyched, you know, that to be able to, like, you know, have one more shot, you know, at the rap game and be signed to a label and have the ability to drop an album next year. I'm pumped, you know. Plus Slicko's World and, you know, everything else that we're doing. I just love being a dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Life's great for me right now. So,
yeah.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of death threats. Don't get me wrong. You know, people be calling my phone. The stalker.
Yeah, I saw
Snapchat.
I saw a Facebook post. I wanted to ask you about that, and I kind of forgot about it, so I'm glad you brought it up. Yeah, I saw your Facebook post about, it was really vague. It just said, stalker, give it up. It's been a year or something.
Yeah, it's been about a year. It was actually funny because I was at work, and I went outside and smoked a cigarette at work, and I came back in, and this chick or a couple of chicks at work decided to be funny to just post pictures of Andrea, posting pictures of the stalker on my wall in my office.
Oh, right.
There must have been 100 of them.
I remember you talking about that. Yeah.
So I lost it.
Yeah.
And that was like on the year anniversary. So it's probably been like about 13 months now.
So you did not see the humor.
What up?
You did not see the humor in what they did.
Not at all. I was like yelling at my boss, like, "Yo, dude, do you even get the like livelihood of this situation? Like Like, this isn't funny.
Yeah.
This isn't like I unplugged your keyboard, bro. Like, this makes me want to punch holes in the wall.
Yeah.
So whatever. I'm like, I'm over it. It is what it is. Court is in session for her. I don't really know so long. They don't call me. It's none of my business. But she added me on Snapchat the other day and watched all my snaps on a new Snapchat account. So she just won't give it up. I mean, I got this girl blocked on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, POS, Meet Me, crazyhose.com. I mean, just like anywhere there's a social media network, I have to have her blocked. And it's scary. Like she and Janet could get together, man, and just like, whew, it would be bad.
Well, we'll hope for that not to happen. Well,
yeah.
Slicko, before we'll start to wrap up, but can you do me a favor, because it's been a couple of years since you've been on Local Outbreak. Of course, we're using this for both shows, but give us a new. We'll do this live. Give us a new drop that we can use for the beginning of Local Outbreak of this episode.
Yeah. I was actually listening to the drops the other day. I went down memory lane and listened to a bunch of old stuff from the archive Team Happiness page, which you can find at slicko.org. And it's just throwback. So this is Slicko from Slicko's World. No, let's try it again. This is Slicko, host of Slicko's World. You're now rocking with Matt Connerton and IPM Nation on 100.1 The Planet FM, the Local Outbreak. I made that a little bit long.
No, that's good. That's good. I love it.
Yo, this is your boy Joey Budden. We're here on the Local Outbreak 100.1 FM. I'm here with Matt Connerton, 9 Ways Entertainment.
I didn't know he was there with you. Wow. You guys sound a lot alike.
What's up? Huh?
I said I didn't know he was there with you. You guys sound a lot alike.
Is this Matt?
Yes.
Matt Connerton. What's up, brother?
Who's this?
My check bounced, Matt. It's Grandpa Slicko. The bank said that check's no good.
Oh, Grandpa.
Yeah, I know about the contracts, Matt. You're gonna need the money order me some Western Unions there. It's Grandpa Slicko. You're rocking with the Local Outbreak 100.1 FM with Matt Connerton.
Well, thank you, Grandpa Slicko. You know, Slicko will be able to pay you now that he's going to have all that
weirdo,
all that 9 Ways Entertainment money.
Oh yeah. Oh, he is hopped up on the 9 Ways Entertainment money. We'll just say that. So this is my track. This is a disc to Tony D. He came at me with a disc. It was a disc poem. So I went home on my lunch break. I did this track. It's on a classic Tupac beat. So this is the original disc to Tony and Sean. Check it out.
Oh no! Tony dissed me and ruined my career. Oh. First off, click you claim, cause Sean McAlliance ain't playing no games, not today. And true, what's his face? I'm falling asleep, counting sheep, where's Shepherd? This ain't Millie's 03, get steppin'. Let the new kid on the block get messy. 1 million plays up on YouTube. I'ma call you Tony Pay-Per-View. 5,000 friends and 3 likes. Goddamn, man, it must be nice. I mean, well, I tell them they don't already know. You're behind the Interscope, bro. I know your real name is Omar. Flew out to Orlando, shot up the gay bar. Maybe cause your mommy didn't love you enough, or your stepdaddy just touched you up. And I only smoke crack when I'm with your mom. That Lafayette back page blind. And we all know you just full of lies, no truth. And you can't afford the booth. Just get it. Sean McAlliance, you fat. Yo, lay off the blimpies. You need some mother slim fast, you fat ish. Get another suit. What's that thing? Up 4XL? Drew. I ain't even give you nothing, boy. Guilty by association. I told you keep the name out of my mouth. Tony D? With them 8th grade bars, kid? I was spitting harder up this grade. Kidding me, fool? I can do this all for the day, dog. I just recorded a track. Like that. Like eat a kid. Wrote that this shit 5 minutes. You fake ass trying to tell hard out his name. You want people to go to your show for your 3 months my diss track? Bro, put it on the put in that fool. Cause bottom line is I'm going Joe Budden on your saying kid. Joe with a button. You Drake ass and Sean Michelonis' butthole for dinner. You thought it was on now, you found where your 30 people at? You guys get an Uber? Or you all walking down the road together?
So this is the best song ever, man. Pool Noodle. This is kind of what started the rap beef side of things between me, Sean, and Tony. Me and Drew are cool now, but he kind of got involved. There's some other people on the track as well, but Pool Noodle, the classic that started it all, Bend the Truth.
All right, so we'll end with this, and Slicko, I'll let you go. Thank you so much, and congratulations again on the big deal with 9 Ways Entertainment. That's amazing. And
9 Ways Entertainment for life till I die, and nobody is going to stop me.
All right. All right, thank you, Slicko. All right, and here it is. This is Slicko, DJ Slicko with Pool Noodle, Bend the Truth.
He's on a very important phone call. I'm on TV right now.
Slicko Jr.
Oh, you want to know where your $20 went, buddy? I'm going to find that out right now. Have you ever thought about doing heroin?
Absolutely.
We do have a guest who's going to be joining us.
Slicko! Do you do heroin?
Come on, man. Absolutely.
Sean Michelonis. Sean brought someone with him.
Tony DeYoung.
Andrew Shepard.
Some of the controversy of Sean's been catching a lot of hate from Slicko and some other people that I know.
I brought my director of community relations.
Okay. What's that?
Today, so we had some meetings.
Are you a state rep?
I was a former state. And the majority of the people were artists.
Of course, some of what's been going on Facebook.
Do you want to explain that show?
Would I like to explain that show?
I was with John closely.
And when we got to the event,
and I performed.
And that killed us.
Also, they're definitely haters. They know who they are. Sean Michelonis is a very unprofessional guy. Now, was my $20 donated?
I'm going to be strictly honest. with you. It doesn't matter to me.
Been donated way before now. Percentage of the show is supposed to go to
Project Hope. I'm going to explain.
Would you have donated that money if I didn't call you out on it?
No. Be honest with you. I'm going to be strictly honest with you. Doesn't matter to be honest with you. I'm going to be strictly honest with you. Doesn't matter to me. I actually live in Rochester, New Hampshire.
This has been set up as a partial fundraiser, but we were going to donate part of the proceeds to a worthy cause.
No controversy. But I just want everyone to know.
Whose show was it, I guess?
It was actually kind of a last minute idea that popped up, and they kind of ran with it. It was.
What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to explain to you. So if you can please just give me a few minutes to explain it, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Ended up happening is I started.
It was said that it would be donated.
Like less than 20 people. And Drew would contest to that. Volunteers for security.
Well, when you say this individual, who do you mean?
The individual that I was working with.
Dead show. Okay. Security for the event, John.
He's absolutely right. I was running around with my head chopped off.
Posted something about not getting paid, and I had to make it a valid point to get paid. After 3 months of not getting paid, I shouldn't have to chase for my money. Want my money, I'm tired of waiting. Then no donation to Project Hope. That's that.
Forgot all about it. Like I said, I did not call Hope on Haverhill at all, my friend. I made mistakes on that show too, and I ran with it. It's like, doesn't matter to me.
No money was donated. That was 3 months ago.
Excuse me, just give me a second to respond to this, because this is what been donated as of right now, and I'll be honest with you.
Then what happened to my money? Did I buy a couple shots for term? Did I buy him a bottle of Henny? I mean, I took my kid's piggy bank money. I explained this to my kid. We're going to go give this money to somebody who needs that more than you. Can I take your piggy bank money and we go donate this? And he said yes.
And I will tell you this, and I'm going to say this straight up and honest with you. That $20 that you donated, you and your son donated to that cause.
What happened Was there money donated and everything else?
It has not been donated as of right now, and I'll be honest with you. Now,
was my $20 donated?
I'm gonna be strictly honest. I'm gonna be strictly honest with you. Doesn't matter to me.
Been donated way before now. Percentage of the show is supposed to go to
Project Hope. I'm gonna explain.
Would you have donated that money if I didn't call you out on it?
No. Be honest with you. I'm gonna be strictly honest with you. Doesn't matter to be honest with you. I'm gonna be strictly honest with you. Doesn't matter to me. I actually live in Rochester, New Hampshire.
The reason why people say a portion of the proceeds will be donated is because a lot of people don't have those thousands of dollars to just throw up. If you take a loss and you're paying out of the pocket $1,000, you donate.
I work on a shipyard at a sub shop. Stuff that I love to do. Making money for stuff that I like to do.
You're lying. I want that $20 donated to my son's name.
Absolutely, no problem.
So I just got brought up to speed with what I'm saying is nobody's saying that you hang out with 30 people.
I just said that.
No.
Dealing heroin dealers, Drew?
No.
Don't answer that.
No, I don't.
Budget, a rap show. How you plan to run this budget?
Let him answer.
I'm gonna.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I answer? Yes. A, did you know that I work with a local DJ company and I actually help him set up his equipment and help promote his shows? Did you know that? Did you know?
Now, was my $20 donated?
I'm gonna be strictly honest. That $20
should have been donated way before now. Percentage of the show is supposed to go to
Project Hope. I'm gonna explain.
Would you have donated that money if I didn't call you out on it?
No. Be honest with you. I'm gonna be strictly honest with you. Doesn't matter to be honest with you. I'm gonna be strictly honest with you. Doesn't matter to me. I actually live in Rochester, New Hampshire. I'll be happy to be a loser. And I did it for 3 years. Slicko, I'm putting my director of community events on.
Me and Slicko were actually talking earlier.
That's a sly little. That's a nice move, Drew. I like that.
A promotion right away after that for this.
Was this a benefit show?
And I'm going to do it in air. They're mishaps.
Former's there, so
okay.
Sean Michelonis, whatever.
See, the thing is, it's just what genre. It pulls you away, the real world, and to get your mind straight. What happens is you being so and so forth. What happened is I spoke out for. Can I help guide them? Helped out. Like I said, because I heard her. Yeah. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. What's a success? 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 What's
IPMNation.com